shocking, but sort of brilliant as far as political survival goes?
Well, David, it was born out of necessity. He was trailing to Marco Rubio, the new conservative star in Florida, by almost 30 points in polls. He saw no path to winning the nomination. And this is the only way he feels he can win the Florida Senate race, by running as an independent, by appealing as a populist to independent voters, to Democrats, and perhaps some moderate Republicans. But his chances aren't great, but it's the only way he can survive and become a senator.
What was it that touched all of this off? So many people have turned to that image of Crist and President Obama. They've even stilled the video. You can see them face to face there. I mean, that can't be the only thing, but it played a huge role, did it not?
It played a very big role. It was a symbol. A picture is worth 1,000 words. That picture was the picture that allowed Marco Rubio to gain immense traction in his initial underdog bid against Charlie Crist. But I think there's also a larger picture that this is a time when voters crave authenticity. Even if they don't agree necessarily with a politician, they like to see that what they say is what they mean. And Charlie Crist is a perfect example of someone who tries to appeal to everyone.
It's been interesting to see who has embraced him almost immediately with this whole Crist announcement.
It's a lot of Johnny-come-latelys in the Republican Party, whether you're talking about Mitt Romney, Rick Santorum. Jeb Bush hasn't come out officially for Rubio, but we expect that to happen fairly soon. I mean, Rubio you talk to Florida Republican insiders who may have liked him, but they weren't ballsy enough to come out and say, I'm going to support Rubio, even though I agree with more of what he says than what Crist says. So it's amazing what poll numbers and the perception of momentum can do, because Mitt Romney and a lot of national Republican leaders immediately, when they saw Charlie Crist was thinking about leaving the party, jumped on the Marco Rubio bandwagon as fast as possible.
So, not to put you on the spot, but what happens after this announcement?
Well, now you're going to see a legitimate three-way race, and the Democrats have a Congressman Kendrick Meek has been running. He's been raising money. This gives him a real shot, and this gives Democrats a real shot to put a seat that they didn't think they had a chance in play. This is going to be a fascinating three-way contest, because Charlie Crist, by virtue of his name, by virtue of the fact that he's governor and he has high name recognition, certainly has a floor. So he's certainly going to be in this game the whole way through. Rubio now is going to consolidate the Republican base. The big question is on the Democratic side. Do Democrats go and like what Charlie Crist is saying? Do they support him as an independent, or are they going to stay with their own nominee, Kendrick Meek? And this could be a very close race the whole way through. Though I think it's fair to say Rubio has the early lead.
Josh, thanks so much.
Thanks, David.
Talk soon.